welcome to our online lessons here at Walkerville. My name is Rick and I've been conducting ukulele lessons here for several years now, and in that time I've taught many people of various ages how to play this wonderful little instrument, the ukulele. Welcome also to Adrienne, who's behind the camera. This is the fourth in our series of online videos presented by the town of Walkerville. You can find the first 3 videos in the series right here on this site. Let's check that you have the You Can Rock Ukulele Songbook, which you can download free of charge by also following the links attached to this site. Let's just check that we're all in tune and we're all set to go. In this series so far, we have looked at the following: the ukulele or uke, a 4-stringed instrument which is like a guitar but is not a guitar. We've spoken about the importance of tuning the ukulele. We've looked at holding and strumming the uke and demonstrated this with our thumb and our finger. With our thumb, with our finger. The special stickers that we put on our fretboard show the beginner's chords that we use in our program. And we've introduced 2 chords so far. The C chord, marked with red on the ukulele. The F chord, marked with blue. And we've also looked at 2 types of strums. The down strum, where we strum as we count 1, 2, 3, 4. And the up and down strum, where we strum twice for each strum as we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now we're ready for our 3rd chord, the G7 chord, which is marked on the ukulele with the green dots. We need 3 fingers to play the G7 chord. Your first finger, or your index finger, marked with a 1, your second finger, or middle finger, marked with a 2, and your 3rd finger, or ring finger, which is marked with a 3. To play the G7 chord, your first finger goes on the green dot, which is the 2nd string on the 1st fret. Your second finger comes on the 4th string on the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 1st string, also on the 2nd fret. And it should sound like this. It's important that just your fingertips touch the strings and press down on the fretboard of the ukulele. Try to put your thumb in behind the neck. We'll start by strumming using our thumb of our right hand, and as we strum in the middle of the ukulele where the neck and the body meet. This is known as the sweet spot of the ukulele. We want to make sure that every string is ringing truly. And if they're not, we look to adjust our fingers. It's best to play 1 string at a time to make sure that they are ringing truly. We start off by strumming slowly and smoothly, once again making sure that we play every string. Once again, if that's not happening with your ukulele, just check your fingers to make sure they're in the right position and they're not touching any of the other strings. As well as learning new chords like G7, we also need to learn how to change from one chord to another. To change from C to G to G7, we firstly find the C chord. Our 3rd finger goes on the red dot. C. G7 with 3 fingers. The secret to changing from the C chord to G7 is to keep your 3rd finger or your ring finger on the first string, and as you change from the C chord to the G7, you slide your third finger back one space. C, slide back 2 more fingers down to G7. Try that again. C chord, keep your third finger on the string as you slide back one place, and you put your first 2 fingers down for G7. C, G7. To change back from G7 to C, you do the reverse. Here is our G7 chord. We slide up to C as we pick up our first 2 fingers. Once again, G7 to C. We can practice that by counting as we change chords, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice slowly in your own time. With practice, your pace or your tempo will increase. When you can do the chord changes like that, you can then count less. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with practice, the timing will be even. It's not easy, but with practice, patience and perseverance, you will get there. Let's talk about reading chord music. Did you know that you don't have to be able to read music to play a musical instrument, including the ukulele? By that I mean you don't have to know how to read proper music notation to have fun learning to play the ukulele. An easy method of reading chord music has been developed so that we all know when to change chords at the correct time. Let me show you how that works by looking at a song which uses the chords C and G7. The song is He's Got the Whole World in His Hands, and that is our song number 14 from our You Can Rock songbook. So here's how it works. You can see the lyrics for the song, and you can see the chords above it. The song goes like this. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 The way that it works is you sing the lyrics, or the words of the song, and you keep an eye on the chords you need. For the song, we start off with C, and we sing, He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the... And when we come to the G7, we then change. So our first line would go like this. C. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the... And change to G7. Whole world in his hands. He's got the... Back to C. Whole world in his hands. He's got the... To G7. Whole world in his hands. I was using my thumb to demonstrate that time, but you could also use your finger like this if you wish to. That's up to you. You might have noticed that I was playing just one strum or downstroke for each beat of the song, but you can also play the song with down and up strokes as well, like this. And when we do that, we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try some more of the song. I'm going to be using my thumb, and I'm going to be using down and up strokes, but you can use just the down strokes if you wish to. I'll start with a new verse. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got everybody here in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got a ukulele in his hands. He's got a ukulele in his hands. He's got a ukulele in his hands. He's got the whole world 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 in his hands. That will take some practice, but it will be worthwhile. Let's try another song using the two chords C and G7. This time we'll do a children's song, song number 11 from our songbook, which is titled Guess I'll Go Eat Worms. You can choose whether you use your thumb or whether you use your finger. Firstly, with the downstrokes. Try singing as you play, but don't worry if you can't do that. That can come later. We'll start off by counting to 4 as a count in. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody loves me, everybody hates me. Guess I'll go eat worms. Long, thin, skinny ones, short, fat, juicy ones, fuzzy, wuzzy worms. Bite their heads off, suck their blood out, throw their skins away. Nobody knows how much I love worms 3 times a day. It's a song that children love to sing. As I mentioned, I was just using downstrokes. This time I'll do it with down and up strums, like this, on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody loves me, everybody hates me. Guess I'll go eat worms. Long, thin, skinny ones, short, fat, juicy ones, fuzzy, wuzzy worms. Bite their heads off, suck their blood out, throw their skins away. Nobody knows how much I love worms 3 times a day. It's a fun song, and as I said, you can find that song in the You Can Rock songbook, which is available from the Walkerville Library. As a beginner, you might find it hard to play and sing at the same time. So try to break things down and just do one thing at a time. For example, play the chords of the song first with downstrokes. Then sing the song without playing your ukulele. Nobody loves me, everybody hates me. And then you can try humming or whistling the tune as your strum. And when you are ready, bring in the singing and the playing together. Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Do things at your own pace, in your own time, and in your own way. And enjoy learning to play the ukulele as you go. The key points from today's session. This course is about learning chords. This is how most ukulele players start to learn when they play the ukulele. Therefore, when playing chords, it's important that all 4 strings sound and they ring truly, like this. C and G7. So only use your fingertips to make the chords, and check that your fingers are in the correct positions without touching other strings. Changing from one chord to another can be difficult, so start by playing slowly and gradually increase the tempo and practice. Try to sing as you play, but don't worry if you can't. That will come in time. Reading chord music is easy. Follow the words of the song and look for the chord changes. And as I said, play at your own pace, break things down, and enjoy the experience. Don't forget, you can obtain your songbook, You Can Rock, from the Walkerville Library or by contacting the town of Walkerville. There are all of the songs from this course in the songbook and a whole lot more as well. Remember, playing the ukulele is new for most of you, so don't worry if you can't do things straight away. With perseverance, patience, and practice, it will start to become easier. Next time, in session number 5, we'll go through the key points from this video. We'll look at some new songs that are played using the 3 chords that I've introduced so far in the series. The red C chord, the blue F chord, and the green G7 chord. And we'll find out where the ukulele really comes from. I'll give you a clue. The ukulele is not from Hawaii. See you next time for some more ukulele fun. Thanks for watching. Cheers.